In the other room, Nana's ashes dump onto the sprite, which is caught unaware by the dowsing.
What?
Armageddon's getting waged on us, but Armageddon armed and dangerous, sending men in space for saving us. See which player's more courageous.
I was about to connect to Rose to help transport her and save her from meteors and fire and stuff. But she lost battery power and I lost the game disc. So I think I have to get TG to use this copy to save her. But that jackass won't shut up and stop rapping from stuff.
Dave Strider.
There
my goat. That's my goat right there.
I warned you about stairs, bro. I told you, dog.
It keeps happening. Don't move or the bunny gets. Put the bunny back in the box. All right, and we're back with more Homestuck. Let's go.
Yay!
Last time we left Rose in the mausoleum, and John has to investigate whatever's going on with this door and who has taken this prankster's gambit on him. So let's start with this.
What? This is so outrageous! What? Oh no! No, not the grandma sprite!
There she is.
Horrifying.
She has won the prankster's gambit today. Also, I like that it keeps from the Harlequin that it only has one arm and also has a gash over the eye. And like the hat is slightly busted.
I do enjoy that.
It's good. Pastor John. This is Dave. What?
What the fuck?
Okay, I guess Dave first. Oh, there you are. John said your house was burning down. Are you on fire yet or what?
No. For now, I have retired to the safety of a smaller building, which is much closer to the forest fire threatening my residence.
Oh, well, that's a relief. John told me to get the game to help you out of there, so I'm working on that now.
Working on it?
Yeah, my bro's copy, long story. Hey, don't tell John this, but I think he might have been right about the puppets. They're sort of starting to freak me out a little.
You're referring to your brother's collection.
I mean, don't get me wrong, I think it's cool and all, the semi-ironic puppet thing or whatever, or semi-ironic, man, I don't even know. I'm just starting to think some of this shit is going a little far and it's kind of fucked up.
I've seen his websites. I like them.
Yeah, well, you would. Oh, man, I wish little Cal wouldn't look at me like that with those dead eyes, Jesus. Sometimes I dream that he's real and that he's talking to me and I wake up in a cold sweat and basically flip the fuck out.
Interesting.
Oh, God, why did I tell you about my dream? You're gonna have a field day with that.
I am currently scrawling notes furiously into one of the many psychoanalysis journals I maintained for you. Published papers forthcoming. Because, you know, it's not like either of us have anything better to do at the moment than to evaluate each other's radically debilitating pathologies.
Yeah, I'm gonna get moving. Oh, have you heard from John? He's not answering me.
He won't answer me either. But I am watching him. I suspect he is preoccupied with the fact that he just had a bucket of water dumped on his head by the ghost of his dead grandmother, who also happens to be dressed like a clown.
Alright, I'm out later.
Interrogate this mad woman!
Sprite log.
Nana?
Yes, dear.
Wow, you scared the living daylights out of me. Well, I guess it was a really great prank. Good one, Nana. Anyways, are you really my dad, Nana?
Of course, John. I've come back to help you on your journey through the medium and beyond. I'm delighted to see what a fine young man you have turned out to be, just like your father.
I guess I'll take your word for it. I don't remember you at all. I mean, my dad said I was really young when you died. Hey, speaking of which, do you know where he is? I looked everywhere for him.
Your father was kidnapped.
Oh, no.
When you crossed over to the medium... Whoa, what? Oh, never mind. We're fine. Some
what?
glitched out on the recording for a second. We're okay, though.
Oh, wait, shit. Will.
Yeah?
We were on page 420, and we didn't even acknowledge
we
it.
did. What a shame.
No. Anyways.
When you crossed over to the medium, he was apprehended by the very forces of darkness which your presence here has awakened.
What? Okay, so what is this medium you're talking about?
It is where we are now, a realm that is a ring of pure void, dividing light and darkness. It turns in the thick of the Incipisphere, a place untouched by the flow of time in your universe.
You mean we are inside a computer or in the game software or something?
A computer? Why, what is that, dear? Some newfangled contraption like the horseless auto boxcar?
Well, it's like this machine that
Of course I know what a computer is, John. I was just pulling your leg.
Oh. Okay.
No, John, you are not inside a computer or software or anything like that. Try not to be so linear, dear. The software that brought you here was merely a mechanism that served as a gateway. Its routines, in a way, served to invoke this realm's instance. Yet it stands independently of any physical machine, and somewhat paradoxically always has.
I'm not sure I get it, but all right. So what do I actually need to be doing here?
I think it would be best if we started with the big picture.
Go on. Forwards.
Above the medium, beyond the 7 gates, residing at the core of the Incipisphere, is a place known as Skaya. Legend holds that Skaya exists as a dormant crucible of unlimited creative potential. What does this mean, you ask? I'm afraid my lips are sealed about that, dear. Woohoo! But needless to say, where a realm of such profound importance is concerned, forces of light will all forever be charged with its defense, while forces of darkness will just as persistently covet its destruction. And as it so happens, at the center of this realm whose fate is in question, these very forces duel on a stage, stuck in eternal stalemate. Yes, they have dueled in this manner forever. That is, until you showed up.
Me? Forwards. Me?
Yes, you, John. Before your mishap with my ashes, you may recall the sprite's previous incarnation, which resulted from its kernel's hatching. You see, this hatching occurs automatically in response to your arrival. The result is a pair of kernels, one dark, one light, each carrying the information they were prototyped with before the hatch. One goes up to a kingdom entrenched in darkness. One goes down to a kingdom entrenched in darkness, the other up to a kingdom basking in light. Each comes to rest in an orb atop a spire, of which there are 3 others in kind. The 4 spires are situated above a throne, and these 2 thrones preside over the respective sovereign powers. And once the kernels are situated, that is, when the game is afoot, the true war begins. Light versus dark, good versus evil. This is a war that the forces of light are always destined to lose, without exception.
A quest of futility, then. Forwards! Wow. Really? Then what's the point?
That remains for you to find out, dear. For you see, the journey you are about to take is the ultimate riddle.
Whoa!
For now, your objective is to proceed towards Skaya, and pass through the first gate situated directly above your house, not even terribly far. The gates will become progressively more difficult to reach, so you'd better be prepared to sharpen your adventuring skills.
Well, how am I supposed to get up there?
You build! Egbert dance.
Yeah! Okay, I think I get it now. So I guess the battle against good and evil is sort of irrelevant? Well, I don't know. That all sounds kind of weird. But in any case, we build the house to get to these gates, and then I can save my dad.
Yes, John!
And then after that, we solve this ultimate riddle thing and save Earth from destruction.
Oh, no, I'm afraid not.
Huh?
Sad Egbert dance.
I love the fucking Egbert dance, man.
Your planet is done for, dear. There's nothing you can do about that.
Ooh.
Your purpose is so much more important than saving that silly old planet, though.
And that is? Yes, I will have to agree with the float hag about that.
John, you are such a good boy. I know you will succeed.
Thanks, Nana.
You are a good boy, and good boys deserve treats.
Hooray!
I am going to go bake you some cookies.
The hag mentioned cookies. Pursue her.
Oh, God damn it. That's just what you need. More baked goods.
John, you do not say no to cookies. I command you to get them.
You totally abjure the hell out of that idea. You're so busy abjuring, you don't even notice Rose has been trying to pester you this whole time. Rose, hit John in the head with box to get his attention. You give John a swift drubbing in the noggin, but he is undeterred. That is some fit he is throwing. Perhaps you will take this spare moment to contemplate the Nana Sprite's strange tale. It may also behoove you to record your thoughts on these developments in your GameFAQs walkthrough/journal. It can be hard finding time to update it. In fact, you're not even sure where you found the time to write what's already there.
Oh no, please don't make me read it again, please.
Oh, is that so, Jaspers? And just who do you think you're looking at with that smug grin? The last thing you need is sass from a dead cat. It's pretty much his fault you're in this mess in the first place, so he can just button it.
John, cookies now.
I just realized this is an interesting thing to say.
Yeah, what do you mean?
It's his fault. Cookies now. You refuse outright.
This impudence is insufferable. Go get the cookies.
Well, when you put it so politely, how can John decline?
John, you are stupid.
You really need to work on your manners.
Stupid, dumb.
It's not a command. It's nothing. It's stupid. You're stupid.
For the last time, I command you get to cookies, boy.
It's just not going to happen, buddy. Years in the future. But not really enough to write home about. An agitated finger slips mid-keystroke. Beans, mustard, human etiquette.
Whoa! He finally found his manners.
He's gonna learn. He slips and hits the caps lock.
Yeah, that's really good.
It unlocks a capsule.
Oh!
Anyway, time to read. Fucking goddamn it. Have fun.
Good lord. I've got a migraine. All right, fuck it. Let's get at it. Let's get after it. The long and short. The medium, too. I may have been a bit hasty in advising you not to bother with the prototyping process. If I spared any detail, it was only to optimize your chances of survival. I've fully gone British.
You can go a little British with her. I mean, it's fair. I don't know.
If I spared any detail, it was only to optimize your chances of survival. And if you find yourself begrudging the absence of certain instructions, which if followed would have resulted in your demise, then I guess that makes two of us. Otherwise, you're welcome. But the fact appears to be that prototyping the kernel sprite before making your getaway may offer the only opportunity to exercise control over your new environment, a place known as the medium. Also, if prototyped with one or two sufficiently, albeit loosely humanoid and or sentient elements, living or otherwise, it offers the chance to have all this explained to you by an apparitional guide through whatever sort of cryptic, sketchy doublespeak your choice of prototyping elements engenders. In lieu of this, you may be forced to settle for my clear, thorough explanations and assiduous dissection of raw data. Again, don't mention it. If you have made it to the medium with an unmolested vanilla sprite, well, I've already covered the bad news about this missed opportunity, and I will go into this further soon. Though to what extent this actually is bad news, I'm not sure. I know only the result of my co-player's current configuration, wherein the sprite was prototyped once before the departure, and once after. Which brings us to the good news, which is that you can still prototype after your departure, and salvage the massively rewarding experience of haggling with an exposition-slinging phantom. An exposition-slinging phantom guide. So long as you'd avoid prototyping with terribly inert items, such as a brass door knocker, or your father's pornography collection. What?
What do you mean by that, Rose?
Freaky Sprite!
Freaky Sprite! Freaky Sprite is real!
Oh, God! Actually, that might be interesting. If you are struck by the spirit of such experimentation, please don't hesitate to contact me about it. So yes, you can enhance your sprite in this way, but doing so after your departure will no longer induce the effect on the medium I alluded to. That can only be accomplished with one or more pre-departure prototypings. In fact, we can extrapolate there are only so many ways to prototype a sprite. Tiers of prototyping in relation to departure, both before, one before, one after, both after, only one either before or after, and none. Those occurring before will affect the medium through the kernel's hatching. I'm going to just restart that line. Those occurring before will affect the medium through the kernel's hatching process, and your guys. Fuck, dude.
Guys.
Your guy. Guys?
Guys.
Jesus. Those occurring before will affect the medium through the kernel's hatching process, and your guide, i.e. the sprite. Those occurring after will only affect the sprite. The effects this process has on the medium, or more globally, the inciposphere, are still vague to me. They have to do with flavoring the forces you will struggle against, and generally, all forces at odds with each other in this realm. It has given me some insight into the nature of the game, which again I derive through extrapolation. We appear to be engaging an instance of a dimension with a highly flexible set parameters, and a series of objectives. I lost my place. And a series of objectives surrounding an equally flexible mythological framework. This framework seems to begin as a sort of blank template, and evolves with the player's actions, and likely further evolves with the addition of one or more host-client connections, and thus more prototyped kernels. I regret to say I can't be much more specific than that, without loosely extrapolate.
It's okay, it's a lot. Don't worry. You're doing it. You're making it happen. It's not easy.
Okay. I regret to say I can't be much more specific than that, without loosely extrapolating further. There are plenty of questions that have occurred to me, however. Questions concerning the kernel sprite, which I've raised implicitly already. Such as, what is the effect of an unprototyped kernel on the medium? Or a doubly prototyped kernel, for that matter? And even more salient are questions about this dimension itself. Do all players worldwide make it to this dimension if they successfully complete their departure? Or is a unique blank instance of the dimension created for each new player? I have no evidence, but instinct tells me it is closer to the latter situation. There is no indication of any other players present in this realm. Alterations in the realm seem singularly centered on the actions of my co-player and myself. If I had to stake anything on it, I would guess every separate client-server pair activates its own fresh copy of an inciposphere, or a unique session, if you will. But the quantity of players is a further complication, which invites more questions. It seems the game was designed to suit two players most naturally, the server and the client. But through a mishap, my co-player and I have slipped out of the obvious tandem arrangement, and the only logical course of action to continue playing is to string a daisy chain of several server-client connections together, until presumably the chain is complete. Theoretically, we could complete this chain with only one other player, functioning as the server to my client and the client to my current co-player's server, assuming he can recover it. The strange thing is, though, in our instance of this dimension, there are 4 receptacles for divided kernels, not 3. Does this mean we are destined to have a 4-player chain? How could the game know such a thing? Perhaps it does. And if this proves to be the case, I trust I will be sufficiently numb to the realization. I can consider nothing about this game surprising at this point, and in fact, for the first few moments of play, it managed to deviate so far from my expectations that I completely forgot what my original purpose with it was. I had chances to test some information I obtained on good authority during the prototyping phase, but it completely slipped my mind. Instead, the game's catacombs securing the dark, twisting paths to necromancy were blundered into rather on accident. But perhaps you don't need to know any of this. Rethink organization? Lead may waist deep. Lead may be waist deep. I can't even fucking read that. What fucking word is that?
I think that's logoraic, but I'm not
logoraic. Sure. It's kind of cut off on my end, so there's like a corner of it cut out. Lead may be waist deep logoraic sludge, trimmed down.
Bleh. She's not finished with this yet. Jeez, cut her some slack. Maybe you could go bug someone somewhere else for a while, or at the very least, someone else.
Wait, are we finally gonna get to meet Green?
Who knows? Months in the past, but not many.
What?
Nope, it's Rose again, but earlier. Hi, happy birthday, Rose.
Hello, and thanks.
Did you get John's present yet?
I just opened it this very moment. What a stunning coincidence you would ask about it now. I am stunned.
Yeah, I know. What will you make with it?
And who said it was something from which something else could be made?
Well, John did tell me what it was, duh.
I suppose I'll take a stab at learning the craft. It's the least I can do in response to the subtle dig concealed in his gesture. He often tells me I need a new hobby when I make perfectly reasonable analytical remarks.
Oh, but Rose, I don't think he meant anything like that by it. You see, not everybody always means the opposite of what they say, like the way you and Dave always do.
Maybe. His birthday is in a few months, isn't it?
Yep, I finally finished a present for him. I've been working on it for years.
I have a theory, but we will continue reading.
Yeah, we'll get to the end of this, and then you can tell me your theory.
Yes? It's so hard to tell when you're joking. Or if you've even been capable of it.
I just mailed it too, so it is sure to get there on time. Mail takes a while to get anywhere from here.
I'll probably craft something with strong sentimental value. That should burn him.
I don't think you really mean that.
I guess not. So, shall I expect a green package dropped to my house via airmail from whatever screwball cranny of the globe you're tucked into?
No. Sorry, but you are sort of hard. You are sort of hard shop for. Okay, thank you.
It indie developer.
We love
Homestuck.
Yes, one guy. Besides, I have something better for you today that I think you will like. I have something for you today that I think you will like better than something in a box.
Oh?
It is a tip.
This is already intriguing enough to compensate for the grave scarcity of lavish gifts parachuting from the sky. Please, go on.
Did you have a pet a long time ago that died?
Yes.
Okay, well, how did you feel about your cat? Did you love him a lot?
Okay, well, I didn't mention it was a cat. Or that it was a male. Let's pretend I'm surprised and you're embarrassed and move on. To answer your question, I would describe my feelings toward the animal as lukewarm.
Okay. That's fine. It doesn't really matter, I think. Just, what if someone told you you could play a game that would bring him back to life?
If someone told me that, I would regard the remark with a great deal of skepticism. If that someone was you, on the other hand, then I think I would have to ask preemptively. Is that someone you?
Yes, that someone is me. I just thought you might find it interesting.
So what is this game?
Oh, I don't know. I'm just saying is all. I think you'll hear about it later, and maybe you can talk to John and Dave about it. They're way more into all that stuff than I am.
I'll see what the word on the street is about it in due time. For now, I should probably order a copy of Knitting for Arseholes. It would be a shame if I ran late with John's present. Okay, so this freaking guy.
What are your thoughts on Garden
Whoever
Gnostic?
this goobus is, I have two options. One of them is entirely predicated on spoilers from the roleplay, so I don't know. like instrumental over me talking right now and say Bodhi's talking about spoilers. But I'm guessing that Garden Gnostic is the time player because you did mention that they have to do weird timeline shit. And
There is a lot of
them
weird timeline shit in Homestuck.
and so them knowing all of this stuff is weird, which makes me think, oh, this person's going back in time with their time player powers to feed the information so that the timeline works okay. The other option is that Garden Gnostic is a developer of Homestuck, which would be even weirder. Or not of Homestuck,
Spurb,
of
yeah.
Spurb.
Yeah, those are both interesting theories. And I will not confirm or deny them.
Okay, fair enough.
So we'll just have to figure it out. Dave, get Katana.
Hell yeah.
You captchalogue your katana and prepare to venture out into the apartment to retrieve your bro's copy of the game. But first, maybe, just maybe, Dave, retrieve dead bird. Dude, that bird is long gone. It probably won't last long in this heat anyway. You don't even know what's up with this sick heat. The sun threatens to set but won't step off. It's staring you down like the big red eye of a hot needle skipping on a groove it's tracing round the earth. While lingering in midair, its heat seems to suspend time itself, stretching it like warped vinyl. It's meant to rain this season, but there ain't a drop in sight. Even a little drizzle would help. Might help to fizzle this sizzle a little bizzle. Set the record straight on this global turn tizzle. So don't change the dizzle. Turn it up a little. I got a living room full of fine dime brizzles. Waiting on the pizzle, the dizzle, and the shizzle. G's to the bizac, now ladies, here we gizzo. When the pimp's in the crib, ma, drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot.
Okay,
English romantic
God
poet
damn it.
John Keats. Wait, is there?
No!
Oh yeah, there's forward also.
So now whoa.
It's hot out. The sky is red.
But, okay, so Dave hasn't started playing the game yet, so this
Not
isn't
yet,
his
no.
world-ending event as him blowing
I mean,
up, is it?
The world is just ending, so...
Right, I forgot about that.
you know,
So Dave is probably just getting closer to the sun or something.
The sky is red because it is A, unseasonably hot, but also B, there are fucking meteors.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
As we can see, we can actually go back to this one and rewatch it, because I think it...
Dead bird.
Fucking bird, it's so sad.
That fucking bird.
That fucking bird that I hate.
I don't hate him.
I don't hate that bird. That bird's awesome.
That fucking bird that I feel normally about.
Yeah, you can see it's like raining small meteors already.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Yeah.
I was just sitting here like, wow, that rain is weird.
No,
oh, yeah,
it
and the
even
city's
says
literally
it's
smoking.
not raining. It even says like there ain't been a drop of rain in sight.
That's
yeah, no, it's
awesome actually.
The world is ending.
Wait, we're on 444.
Whoa!
1.
Exit your room and go into the living room. Puppets. Sorry, little dude, coming through. Gotta put you down for a bit. You figure you've left him hanging long enough. Hastily enter the room with wild abandon. You barge in and see a familiar face. A friendly face. You stand in the living room. Your bro spends most of his days in here. At night, he crashes on the futon over there. You don't see him anywhere, though. There's the puppet chest he stores Lil Cal in when he takes him out on gigs. But when he's home, he usually leaves Cal on display somewhere. And with good reason, because Cal is totally sweet. So sweet. Man. Dave, pity to fool. It's your brother's Mr. T puppet, which, of course, is kept in the apartment with a sense of profound humorous irony. But, as usual with your bro's exploits, this is no ordinary irony, or anything close to a pedestrian Tier 1 ironic gesture, which is a meager single step removed from sincerity. This is like 10 levels of irony removed from the original joke. It might have been funny like 8 years ago to joke about Mr. T and how he was sort of lame, but that was the very thing that made him awesome and badass. And that his awesomeness was also sort of the joke. But in this case, the joke is the joke, and that degree of irony itself is also the joke, and so on. Only highly adept satirical ninjas like you and your bro can appreciate stuff like this. It's cool taking stuff that other people think is funny but you know really isn't and making it funny again by adding subtle strata of irony which are utterly undetectable to the untrained eye. Also, for good measure, Mr. T is wearing a leather thong and handcuffed to a pantsless Chuck Norris puppet. God, you hope you can be as good as your bro at this someday. You'll never tell him that, though. Dave, find Lil Cal and give fist bumps. Cal's nowhere in sight. All you see is a bunch of your bro's weird nude puppets strewn about haphazardly. You guess these things are kind of cool. Sort of. Play a game on the Xbox. Looks like your bro was playing. It's not like him to leave in the middle of some totally intense gaming. Not like him to misplace Cal, either. Man, you hope the little guy's alright. Oh, there you are, dude. Didn't see you there. We be chill today, Cal? Yeah, you better fucking believe we be chill. Cal is the man.
Weren't you literally just saying how scary Cal is?
I think that's in the future.
Oh, that checks out.
We will get there. Dave, resist great urge to play bro's Xbox. You fail to resist the urge. You start thrashing up stunts something uncanny brutal on your quest for mad snacks, yo, and get this way rude hunger under control. Shit is basically flying off the hook. It's like shit wants nothing to do with that hook. The hook is dead to that shit. But you get stuck in some poorly modeled 3D fixture or something, like a railing or a piece of the wall. You'll have to reset. Fuck this shit. Give Lil Cal a bro fist bump. Aw, man, you almost forgot. Gotta give the Seaman some props. Bump.
Hell yeah.
Check out your bro's sweet gear. Your bro has so much sweet gear, it's hard to keep up with it all sometimes. Here's his computer setup. He's usually got a lot of stuff cooking on here at any given moment. Since he's not around, you might as well sneak a peep. Take a look at your brother's computer. Oh, hell no. Your bro's computer is password protected, of course, to protect all the incredible top secret shit he's got on the burners. Of course, you know what the password is, and he knows you know it, and you're both cool with that because the password is the most awesome thing it can be. You enter the password. On the desktop is a hodgepodge of unnamed folders to store all the stuff he's working on. No one can decipher his organization system but him. He also tends to use the application Complete Bullshit to keep up with the ludicrous amount of websites and news feeds he monitors to stay hip on the scene. Open Complete Bullshit. This is complete bullshit. This is what the internet's gonna look like eventually, I think.
I think that's what it looks like right now.
This is
Is that all of this? I can't tell what's happening on the screen. Is that every single website all at once?
That's like I think it's like all of the like important websites he's bookmarked.
Why the hell is it
Content
vibrating?
aggregator. This is the average experience going on Fandom Wiki.
This is what happens when my fucking Safari on my phone crashes because I try to search something up on a wiki. This is what's happening in the background.
It's real. Check if Sweet Bro and Hella Jeff has a sweet update.
Yes.
It's your comic, Dave. You don't need to check. Your bro keeps up with your projects in his aggregator, just like you keep up with his. He's tuned into your various blogs and, of course, Sweet Bro and Hella Jeff. You navigate to the latest comic in one of the many bullshit feed bands.
I don't remember which one I'm playing and which one you're playing.
I'm Sweet Bro, you're Hella Jeff.
All right, cool. Bro, I got a ticket for the big game. It's sports.
Dog, I am so jealous. You know I love the big game.
Various text in the background. Oh, yeah. And there he goes. The big man has the rock. He's driving so hard through the point downtown. Alley-oop? Alley-oop? Alley-oop for the slam dunk. What? Wait, is Hella Jeff behind the hoop?
There he is.
That's his seat for the big game?
He got tickets. I like that it's this is the you can see it's the I told you dog. It's the same frame.
Shit, it is. It is. That's what the various text is. I can't
anyway.
see all the
The big man has the rock.
I fucking love that.
Mouse
man.
over the orange stripe containing plush rump.
What?
What? Another one of
What?
Bro's many ironic websites. The difference here is he rakes in thousands of dollars a month through this enterprise. Smuppets are a multi-billion-dollar a year enterprise, and it's awfully hard to resist taking a firm squeeze from the plump udder of that cash cow.
What the fuck?
What did he mean like this?
Dave's bro is freaky.
He's a little freaky, and for what? Stop wasting time and look for Bro's beta. You guess you've messed around on his computer long enough. Better get a move on before it's too late for Rose, or worse yet, your bro catches you. But my god, the rumps. They are transfixing. You know this is ironic and all, and your bro reaches echelons of irony you could only dream of daring to fathom. But on rare occasions, when your guard is down, it all seems just a tad unsettling to you. The slow turn.
Pulling his eyes away manually.
Oh, hey. Hey there, Cal. Give little Cal a nervous fist bump. You're starting to flip the fuck out. Without losing your cool, of course.
Of course, without losing his cool.
Yeah.
I'm looking at that man. That's a man who has his cool.
He's so cool. He's got the glasses. Pester John to ease your nerves. You get Egbert on the line again to give him the lowdown of your progress. You feel it's important to keep the wires hot. But he's not answering. You wonder what that guy is up to. Hey, what is up? What happened with the monster that is totally definitely in your room? Did you kill it? Where are you, man? Anyway, things are cool here. Totally cool. Puppets are still awesome. No problems with them or anything. Like, just really, really awesome. Looks like Rose is finally logged in again. Didn't John say her house was burning down? You wonder if she's on fire yet or what. Dave, pester Rose. This is the same dialogue we just saw.
Dialogue.
Seconds in the future, but not many.
John, what are you doing? Snap out of it! We ought to discuss what your grandmother told you, don't you think? Fine. Enjoy your stupor. I'll go about my business elsewhere.
Deploy the punch Designix.
John, whenever you read this, you should know I put the shale you collected to use and finally deployed the punch Designix. It is in your study. I can only drop it, though. You'll have to be the one to mess around with it and see what it does. When you're finished with your weird histrionics, maybe you could give it a try. I'm updating my walkthrough, and it would help to know what it does.
They're silly. They're just
Those
silly little
evil
dudes.
goofballs. Also, I should probably warn you that your house and yard are completely infested with monsters now. Try to be careful. So I can see. Stupid, lousy imps. They're mucking up all my cool stuff. There you are. Oh, yeah. Sorry. I'm not sure what came over me there. I was acting really crazy for some reason. But my head feels like it's clearing up. I think I'm all right now.
John, rebuild the claw hammer and return it to Specipus. You're getting way better at this sort of thing. Yay! Confront Pogo Ride to prepare yourself for Nana. Ah! Thank God your sanity has returned so you can entertain extremely rational, coherent thoughts like this one. You examine the Pogo Ride from the bathroom window. You do not like what you see. Giddy up. Use arrow keys to operate Pogo Ride. Go for insane combos. I'm not good at this. Giddy up. I do not understand it, like, at all.
You just spam click?
Yeah, I kind of just like arrow keys, you know. I'm not. I'm gonna go for the best score I can. Alright, I got 497 whole points. I don't care. Those sons of bitches. No one risks painful injury on your green slime ghost Pogo Ride. No one but you. Rose, drop something heavy on one of those imps. Pick it up. Bonk.
No!
He was
The
just
piano!
silly.
Oh. Rose, my piano! Sorry. No nuance to these controls at all. I was hoping to bludgeon the imp without letting go of it. Guess I can't really do that. A broken piano isn't the end of the world, though. I guess you're right. I mean, I feel like the end of the world's the end of the world.
The end of
which
the world
kinda
is the end of the
handy.
world. But John's dodged that, so it's fine.
You'll need to pick up the spoils in person. I can't interact with the grist. So, that means I'll have to go out the back door? Yes. Is there a problem? Well, it may sound dumb, but I was hoping to avoid Nana and her spooky ghost cookies. You're right! That does sound dumb! Can you see her in the kitchen? Yeah. What's she doing? Is she baking? You could say that. Are you sure you can't get that grist up to me somehow? Maybe.
Use Pogo Ride to fling grist through window. Doesn't look like that grist is going anywhere.
Aww.
You just never know with these gaming abstractions. Whoop.
Oh!
That'll work. Drop Pogo Ride in John's bathroom. Yay. Get
Well,
grist.
that works.
There you go. Now why don't you check out the Designix? You can do that while I get to work. On what?
Piano. Level up for slaying the imp.
Yes!
The piano, in its valiant effort, has unfortunately been slain. But if
No!
it hadn't, it would have raked in so many boon dollars, you have no idea. So many. Rose,
No!
it's time to build. Stairs!
Nana said to build, so that's what I'm doing. Oh! Yeah, okay. But this sure is going to take a lot of grist. Looks like you're going to be busy, John. Blah! Well, what are you building? Stairs. They are fairly expensive, actually. Oh, man, I could have warned you about stairs, Rose.
I told you, dog.
Wait, I told you,
I
dog!
told you, dog.
I told you, dog! I told you about stairs! I'll try recouping some of the grist from the catwalk I built earlier. It keeps happening! Ah, good. Looks like I can get a refund for earlier allocations. I told you, Rose! I told you about stairs! Okay. Consider me fully briefed on the matter of stairs. Now, if you don't mind, it's hard enough to concentrate on this without immersing ourselves in Strider's non sequitur. Did you know he thinks puppets are cool? Does he? He's so dumb.
Use build grist to construct observation tower on roof. Okay, you obviously don't have enough grist yet for something that ambitious, but you can get started with something of a foundation for upward construction at least. Check cabinets for imps or useful items. No imps in here, just a lot of shaving cream. Dads love shaving. It's basically all they do, when they're not baking, that is. Bring 2 cans of shaving cream.
Uh-oh.
Whoop, there it goes. You capsulog 2 cans of shaving cream just in case. You never know when you'll need to bust out a hilarious shaving cream Santa beard to ratchet up your prankster's gambit. Your telescope goes flying out the window.
No, that would have gone on the observatory deck.
Ah! Ride Pogo Ride. It's a little cramped in here for any sort of proper reckless pogoing. You'll just grab it and hang on to it until the right moment presents itself. The towel floats back down to the rack. The circle of stupidity is complete.
Yeah!
Let's go! Rose, check up
A
on
hero's
Nanakin.
journey.
The towel's journey. Check up on Nanakin, see what's cooking.
What the fuck?
That's cookies. Too many.
That's cookies.
Imp is going. No.
Nana's got a laser?
She has a fucking laser beam for some reason.
Anti-cookie thief laser.
John,
Perfect.
make your way to the study. Ah!
Ah!
It looks like the imps have taken a shining to the Cruxtruder. Cruxite and black goo everywhere.
Oh no.
John, ride Slimer Pogo and one-up that imp. Well, it's okay, it's not a Slimer Pogo, but you mount it anyway and brandish your deadly armaments. Ride your steed to victory!
Yes!
Yeah!
He's Marioing them!
This is incredibly dangerous! John, flip the fuck out. Let's see how they like the old double barrel lather blast. Whoops, oh shit.
Mr. John, respectfully ask that you please stand up.
Ah, don't move or the pogo gets it.
Now, sir boy, flee from this boorish rebel post haste. I love that he's now.
Yeah. Nice abscond, dude.
Forwards.
Refrigerator level up for slaying the
Please don't tell me it gets broken.
No,
Please, yes,
I
it's
live.
together. Level up, come on.
The refrigerator skyrockets up the echelon ladder to a new rung. 5-star General Electric and earns 285 boon dollars. Things are really looking up for this feisty appliance.
Well done, John. Polite congratulations.
For some reason, you feel a sense of positive reinforcement. Wherever that feeling is coming from, it sure is a welcome change from your erratic moods earlier.
Now, my civil fellow, I have a well-mannered query to ask. I blocked the entrance to the study to give you some space to work with the Designics. John, imps, behind you, should I take care of it? You trapped your PDA again, didn't you? Why did you have to pick up all that stupid shaving cream? So pointless.
Drop something heavy on one of those imps. Ooh. Hey, there's another card under there. How convenient. And all the way down... Bonk. Colonel
Dude, let's
Sassacres!
go.
The unabridged Colonel Sassacres!
Colonel Sassacres! John, might I bother you for a can opener?
Oblivious to the commotion behind you, suddenly you find yourself pondering the whereabouts of a can opener. You think there is probably one in the kitchen, but the path is blocked by your refrigerator. John is completely unresponsive. What the hell is that nincompoop doing? Years in the future. But let's not get totally carried away here. A studious eye darts about a page like a honeybee gathering the nectar of wisdom. Typical human. Please, thank you. You are welcome. Good day. How do you do? Splendid. And you? Gratification. Further courtesy. Favor is mutually curried. Rip. Munch, 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 munch.
What?
Absurd vestige. Fourth digit is cantilevered. For some reason, I thought that was a B, and I was confused. Elixir known as tea. Everyone is polite. Rip. Munch, 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 chew, burp. Bro does not know.
He's consuming knowledge.
He's consuming the knowledge. We don't... This is short. We'll just look at these images. Just, yeah.
I can't take as many as I'd like to for comprehensive documentation. For what it's worth, here's what I've managed to collect so far. More captures forthcoming.
Alright, if we just... Yeah. There he is. These are all, like... Yeah. And then he's still got power. Internet connection is stable. We're just... Yeah, we don't need to read all of this necessarily. This is all pretty much stuff we know. Prototype unsuccessful. Yep. Disconnect. Lost internet signal. Car was nowhere to be. When I returned, the car was nowhere to be found, and the driveway left out was in a state of disrepair. The mysteries.
The mysteries.
Nano. Yay. Weirdo. Inexplicably capricious behavior. Constructed virus indigenous to realm. It should be noted he was kind of a weird guy anyway. Designix. No idea. Grist. Yep. Up. Building. The point. Steed. This is some kind of quote, probably. Barbasol Bandit. Yeah, I have no idea what the fuck he's doing here. Really? Another one of these things? This one's actually important. Are you to voice Rose, perchance?
Oh,
this one is
sorry.
slightly relevant, yeah.
A view of his kidnapped father's room. I can't see in here for some reason. Perhaps this is because John himself has never entered the room. It is possible that I can see only, in a sense, what John can see, or has seen already. I've not found the time to discuss this with him yet. If he enters the room, the question may answer itself.
Splendid. Construct loft. Construct loft above John's room. Yay.
Oh, joy.
Chimneys. Using chimneys as supports, I guess.
Okay. Go forth. Nice.
Base building.
Okay. Ladders seem to be a bit cheaper than stairs. Hello, John. It appears we have reached an impasse.
Yes, it seems so.
The opener dilemma remains unsettled, most unfortunately.
It is unfortunate, I guess. What are we talking about again?
But it has been a pleasure nonetheless.
Thanks for the courtesy. It's not really necessary, but thanks anyway.
Oh, but thank you.
Okay.
Thank you so very, very much, dear favorable small primate.
Ah.
I shall take my leave now, John. Until next time.
Wait, where did all this sweet loot come from? Why is there suddenly a crumpled hat on your head? Gather grist, examine Designix. Feeling especially economical with your behavior suddenly, you scoop up all the grist in the room and turn your attention to the punch Designix all in one fell swoop. The device features a countertop station design with a keyboard setup, not unlike an old-fashioned computer. There is a blinking red light and a diagram etched into a panel. Oh, punch the card with the... Answer, Dave. Okay, wait, hold on. Why am I getting this stupid game for you? You're the one who should be wrist-deep in puppet ass.
What is the specific problem?
The problem is I am up to my goddamn neck in fucking puppet dong.
You know you like the mannequin dick. Accept it.
I am enrobed in chafing, wriggling, god-fucking-damned puppet pelvis. An obscenely long, coarse Kermit cock is being dragged across my anguished face.
Let's put this into perspective. You put up with the puppet prostate because you love it. Also, coarse is a good word.
You don't seem to harbor any sympathy for the fact that I've burrowed fuck-deep into lively, fluffy Muppet buttock. I'm whirling in the terrible cyclone at the epicenter of my own personal holocaust of twitching foam noses. It's like a fucking apocalypse of perky proboscis here. Like, the proboscalypse, I guess.
Are you going to start rapping about this?
What? No, listen.
Throng of flesh, bereft of home, found solace twixt a cleft of foam.
No, oh, Jesus.
Of apocalypse your thoughts eclipse, a painted pair of parted lips, that dare through kiss to stir the air, that tease tufts of orange hair, and though faces flush in lovers' fits, hands snug in plush as gloves befit.
Okay, Dickinson, if you can shut your perfumey trap for half a second. This is serious. I'm just saying, if I see one more soft bulbous bottom or whatever, being like kind of jutting out and impudent or whatever, I'm gonna fly off the handle. I'm gonna do some sort of acrobatic fucking pirouette off the handle and win a medal or some shit.
Then let's hope there will be a squishy derriere somewhere below the handle to break your fall.
I'm glad we're progressing the plot.
That page was really fun, actually.
Yeah, it's actually a great one. I love that Rose does poetry at
That was awesome. Yeah, that was so much fun.
Like, in contrast to him rapping.
I haven't gotten to do any Shakespeare in a while, so that was just a fun time.
We love it. Observe back of the first visible capture log card. You flip over the top card containing your pogo ride. Anytime you capture log something, a new code appears on the back of the card. You can kind of see it. It's kind of hard to... It's a little... But yeah.
Fun!
You've always wondered what the code was for. Damn, these things are hard to read. But then you've never really found any reason to decipher them. Until now, perhaps? Examine reverse side of hammer card in Strife Specifus.
Reverse!
Looks like cards from your Strife deck have codes too. This one's a little more obvious to see. Enter capture code as seen on back of Pogo Ride card. You entered the code into the keyboard. At least you think that's what the code is. The red light switches off. A green light starts blinking. Insert card. Okay, type in... Sure. There were numbers in there. I don't really know how to pronounce it. In the interest of due diligence, you enter the other code and repeat the process with that card, too. Both cards are now punched with different hole patterns. Attempt to retrieve Pogo from card. Oh, well, that should just be a simple matter of... Uh-oh. Looks like it's trapped now. You don't see how you can access the item anymore, or store a new item there for that matter. These cards are pretty much useless now, and the items they contain are toast. But maybe all is not lost? Recalling from your experience with the pre-punched card, you may be able to use the cards to replicate the items in question. Assuming you got the codes right, that is. Mash keys heedlessly. Not quite through with your cowboy empiricism just yet. You mash at the keyboard to generate a random code. You enter... The Designix stops you after 8 characters, which appears to be the maximum length for a code. The green light goes on, signaling its readiness for a card. You figure you might as well burn the shaving cream, since the product is not exactly at a premium in your household. You also figure you might as well merge the 2 cans into one card. You're a little sad that your dad isn't around for this. You have a feeling he would get a real kick out of the idea of duplicating more shaving cream. You punch the card with a pattern that is in no way related to the code for the item it contains. This should make for an interesting experiment. Mad science is a lot of fun. Unfortunately, you just burned another card in the process. Your deck is really dwindling now. Maybe you should have thought this through a little better. On the plus side, you just freed up your PDA, which is overflowing with the pent-up chatter of anxious pesterers.
Imp!
Whoa, little guy! Ooh.
Whoa!
Ooh.
Whoa.
Oh, no.
Oh, what? Oh, he's gonna be crushed.
Bonk.
Yay!
Answer your chums. Puppets! Awesome! That's really all there is to say on the matter. Turntech Godhead changed his mood to rancorous.
John, I'm about to throw a bathtub through your wall. Watch out. Wow, that was so totally unnecessary! I made a shortcut upstairs. I thought it would be a good idea to get up there and try the cards as soon as possible. Also, you weren't being terribly responsive. You mean these stairs? Man, look at these shitty stairs. They're so narrow. I'm supposed to climb them? They're perfectly navigable. I'm saving on grist for now. If you keep slaying foes, collecting grist, and expanding the cash limit, we may not need to be so economical with our resources in the future.
Whoa.
Whoa. So, why didn't you just build a way up through that hole in hole into my dad's room? Have you ever been in there? No. Exactly. Huh? I'd rather not get sidetracked. I'm more interested in further exploring the mechanics of the game than watching you discover what sort outlandish... Oh, there's supposed to be an of in there.
Sort of, yeah, clearly.
I'm more interested in further exploring the mechanics of the game than watching you discover what sort of outlandish harlequin decor your father keeps in his room. Oh, come on! What's the big deal? I'll just climb up and go right through. Will you? Yeah, why not? Are you saying you've never wondered what's in there? Or why it's been kept a secret from you? Well, I mean, yeah, then trust me. You won't be going right on through. Wait, are you saying there's something, like, troubling in there? I don't know. What do you mean? What do you see in there? I can't see in there. Oh. But I don't have a very good feeling about it. Whatever, I think I can handle a few more stupid clown paintings.
Move punched cards to John's room. Drag some Cruxite Dowels up to John's room. This is very helpful.
Yep.
Collect grist, examine safe. You swoop up the bountiful supply of grist generated by your co-player's recent exploits. From now on, it will probably go without saying that you'll nab any grist lying around without making a big fuss over it.
Thank God.
Thank God we don't have to specify every time. You check out the busted safe, which has made a noble sacrifice in battle. Some of your father's odds and ends have spilled out, including some old newspaper clippings and 2 rather hefty tomes. It's a fair bet that these books comprised at least half the weight of the safe. Examine Family Tome of Humor. It's another copy of Colonel Sassacre's daunting text of magical frivolity and practical japery. This one looks really old, perhaps an original printing. Could it be the same one involved with your grandmother's unfortunate accident on that fateful day? Dad would never speak a word about it, but maybe Nana wouldn't be so tight-lipped. You give it a cursory perusal. It appears similar to your reprinting, listing all the japes and chicanery you have come to know and love. You capture-log it, thinking you may give it a closer look later. Examine contents of safe. The Fatherly Gent's Shaving Almanac. You take a look at the other book. You're sure Dad thought this was a scintillating read, but it looks pretty boring to you. Maybe you'll crack into it someday when you're old enough to shave. Everything in this safe was obviously very important to your father. You wonder why he kept it locked away from you? Some things about him you will never understand. It seems he has been collecting scraps from the news over the years. These articles go back decades. Space rocks knock local burbs block off. Populace oblivious to broader significance of events, assuming there is any, which there definitely isn't. So it seems like there have been meteors before, also Monday, April 13th. That's a very relevant date.
Monday, April 13th. What's relevant about that?
That's
Was that
that's
the
his
date of the
birthday.
first?
That's
Oh!
today.
Yeah.
But decades, they go back, well, decades perhaps.
Whoa.
Also Crocker facility leveled.
Oh, Jesus.
Look at the piece of paper taped to the wall. Son, if you are reading this, it means you are now strong enough to lift the safe. You are now a man. As such, you are entitled to what is inside. I know you will take this responsibility seriously. I am so proud of you.
Oh,
It's a good dad.
what a good dad.
Turn the card over. 024913. You guess this is the combination to the safe. This is completely useless. Examine back of capture log card on the floor. You guess these are all zeros? Or are they capital O's? Zeros would probably make more sense for an empty card, you think. Capture log the card. Boink. What? There goes the dowel.
Nah.
Enter code on back of card into Designix.
What?
It's just all ones, it looks like.
Oh, fun.
Punch card.
Gremlin!
Hello, Grimblow.
Wait, John, before you punch that! Oh, I was about to say, if you first took note of the code, then removed the card from the card, you could have punched the blank one. You would have only burned one card instead of two. Oh! Yeah, you're right. Damn it!
Throw hat down in disgust. All the way out.
She's broken throw that far.
Capture log punched, capture logged, capture log card.
Yup.
Yup.
That's Homestuck.
Sweet catch!
Ooh.
What?
What?
Take PDA. Bonk.
No!
It's okay,
Oh.
it kills. It's fine. The 2-card Siladex, Inventory of Dumbasses.
Yeah, it's got
Level up.
fucking nothing in here. Whoa!
Yay! Colonel Sassacre, level up for slaying the imp. The Colonel soars to new heights on his echelon, reaching the rung one-man julep vacuum and pockets 9,550 boon dollars. Chump change for the genteel aristocratic Southern Colonel.
Well, by Job! We are fantastic at this game.
He's so good at it. Bathtub, level up for slaying the imp. The bathtub surges heroically and surpasses the rung Archimedes Aqua Cradle, proceeding directly to vaunted rung Taft Jammer. The tub makes off with a cool 490 boon dollars. The tub's basin capacity remains unaffected. Safe, level up for slaying the imp. The safe was slain in battle.
No.
A great flaming nautical pyre carries it off to Valhalla.
That's awesome.
I'm glad.
That's fucking awesome,
This
dude.
frame goes hard, actually. This page goes so hard.
I'm saluting my
What a
computer, but
hero.
you can't see it.
What a hero.
If you can edit my guy in post to be saluting at this
I'll give a little saluting hand, sure. And you know what? We've been going for an hour, so maybe we call it here, and we'll let John make his way up the stairs on the hardest. I mean, this is probably the peak of Homestuck, right? Like,
it's all downhill from here.
It's all downhill from here. Viewers, you can skip the rest of the series.
Yeah, we're done.
This is
the last episode.
No, we're gonna come back next. We're gonna do it, and we're gonna come back for John to make his way up those stairs post haste in the next one.
Please.
So we'll see you all next time. Bye bye, folks.
Bye.